Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Wealthy Sailor. I'm going to be trying a little different format today. I'm going to try to tell you everything you need to know about REITs in 5 minutes or less. So let's begin. So first of all, a REIT stands for Real Estate Investment Trust, and it's a financial product that was developed in the 1960s. It was pretty much formulated with the idea that the average consumer, you and me, can get involved in real estate without maybe having the finances to purchase an entire house or an entire apartment complex on their own. There's a lot of very notable REITs, and the reason that I'm attracted to the idea is because they concentrate heavily on dividends. So REIT is a financial product that most people can buy into. Some are not. Some are private products. They still follow the same rules that we're going to discuss, but they're not openly traded. But most are openly traded on regular stock exchanges, and most platforms allow you to invest in them. I know that M1 Finance, Robinhood, this is my Robinhood pitch, by the way, so please click below if you want free stuff. They have actual REITs on there, and you can invest in them. So the benefits of a REIT is that they have pretty strict rules they have to follow. Following those rules results in pretty good and safe investments for the investor. So for example, most of them pay dividends, and the dividends range anywhere from 6 to 10%, which is pretty good. And they're required by law to put 90% of their revenue into their dividends, which means they're just not going to go cut their dividends one day unless their revenue actually goes down, which is very beneficial because most REITs have long-term financial holdings in property, real estate, or what they also do is they will invest in a company that invests in real estate or flips property or whatever. So it helps protect you, the investor. It's a long-term investment, and it's also pretty safe, plus you're collecting dividends. So that's the time to use this, is if you're looking for long-term gains via dividends. Now, in order for a REIT to qualify as a REIT, 75% of all of its financial holdings has to be in real estate. From what I researched, it doesn't seem like this is a problem. It seems like most companies are pretty good at maintaining that rule, but it's just one of the things that they have to do. So what's the downside of a REIT? From what I could tell, there's only one or two, but the big one that stuck out to me is that they have slow growth. So while you are collecting your 6 to 9 or 10% dividends, the thing is that it's not, because they're putting 90% into the dividends, that only leaves them 10% to really grow their business and to grow their fund. So it's very slow to grow. So what they do, and this is kind of the second downside, is they tend to dilute their stock a lot. So they do a lot of stock splits in order to raise more capital so they can invest more, because that's really the only way they can really do it. All right, the final problem with a REIT. You're taxed at the highest marginal tax bracket, which is 37% right now. So all of your dividends aren't taxed like normal dividends are. They're taxed at 37%. So even if you're collecting 10% returns, you're only taking home 6%. And then if you take inflation off that, you're really collecting like 5.5% with adjusted tax. That's still not awful because it's steady and safe. So, you're not going to get the growth that you'd get with like investing in Tesla. But that is a downside that I want to make sure everybody's aware of. And finally, last thing about REITs is that they actually have index funds built around REITs. I didn't look into specific ones because I don't pitch stocks on here because I feel like that's outside of the realm I'm trying to do. I'm trying to teach people, not so much push an agenda. But a simple search on Robinhood or M1 Finance brought me a bunch of them. So, they have those available if you're thinking about investing in them. Well, anyway, guys, to summarize the video, REITs are pretty good and safe and long-term. I like them. You have to decide if that's what's best for your financial plan, but I hope you learned something. If you did, give me a like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you like the new format where I try to get as much information as possible out in as little time as possible. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Stay safe and keep saving.